Today is Thursday, April 4th, 2024. The time is 7 o'clock p.m. The meeting of the City of Greensburg Redevelopment Commission is called to order. At this time, please silence all electronic devices. And if everyone would stand, we'll begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We comply with Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The city requests that participants in this meeting complete a voluntary anonymous survey that is available on the table in the back of the room. Roll call. Judy, would you conduct roll call, please?
Dr. David Weigel.
Present.
Darren Burkhart.
Here.
Ken Dornick.
Present.
Mark Clusterkamper.
Present.
Darrell Poling.
Here.
Mark Bauer.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is approval of minutes. Our first is for Thursday, April 4th meeting, our regular meeting last month. We've received minutes. Hopefully everybody's had a chance to review them. Are there any corrections to the minutes? Seeing or hearing no corrections, they stand approved as presented. Next item is approval of minutes of our executive session the other evening. Are there any corrections to those minutes? If not, they stand approved as presented. Next item on the agenda is old business. Mr. Zach Wary, Director of Public Projects.
Good evening. For our real estate property that's for sale, we did receive an offer on 3 of the 4 parcels on April 17th. You all should have time to review that and look at it. And I guess we need to bring that up to vote for approval or not.
Is there a motion to accept this offer? Seeing or hearing no motion, the offer dies, expires for lack of interest. How about update on Liberty Lakes?
We are scheduled to go in front of Planning Commission next Wednesday, May 8th, with the primary plat submission. We received that final submission yesterday, and I think they addressed all our comments through the city to get that to where we are very happy with it. So.
Good.
Are they giving you a timeline if they get approval?
They have it out to bid right now for the site work, dirt work. So I think originally they were shooting for June 1st to start work out there. They have started clearing and preparing for it. So they are continually moving forward with the project.
And I will say the original deed has been sent to their council, so it's waiting on final comment and approval from them. And then I will start working on the construction mortgage and the subsequent deed once the plat is approved.
The deed was sent to council.
Okay. Any of that process need to be done in a certain time frame or anything?
I'll have to review the purchase agreement, but I think it's just generally once, it's within a certain period after the approval of the primary plat.
We need 2 readings to approve that on
To
council.
approve the primary plat, well, it'll have to go first through, I think plats only go through.
I'm talking about the deed.
Oh, the transfer of the deed?
Yeah.
No, it won't actually have to go in front of council because it's here. It's your deed. It's your
Okay,
property.
I understand.
So,
I understand now. I misunderstood then.
So once the primary plat is approved and all of the various parcels identified in there are established, include that into the deed and construction mortgage. And that procedure is all laid out in your contract, so it'll just be a matter of following it.
Great, thank you.
Do you want to go back to our real estate property marketing for a second?
Sure, I'm sorry, yeah.
I would like to suggest the board create a committee to review any offers and give them how to start negotiations on the offers, or at least communicate with our realtor in regards to the board's opinions on those matters.
And what I would suggest is, no more than 2 members of this body and anyone from the city that you want to include, and an authority to engage in good faith negotiations up to the point of necessity for board approval. So that would allow for some back and forth if necessary, but the final authority and the final approval will always require board approval.
Anyone interested in serving on a committee? Any board members? Mark or Ken? Mark? Mark and Ken, when?
I suggest we also include the mayor and be involved in some discussions.
And probably director of public projects also.
Sure.
So I would word it as a motion to create and authorize a subcommittee for the purposes of engaging in contract discussions and or negotiations up to regarding the real estate owned by the RDC up to the point at which approval by the board would be necessary to conclude the matter.
So move.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you, Ken. Any question or discussion about the motion? Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries 5-0.
Said I should know, but I don't know.
I did hear you.
Start counting in a moment. Take one of the five off.
So we'll have the mayor and our director of public projects, and then Ken and Mark on that committee. Thank you. Anything else regarding that? Nope.
That was it.
How about talking about how about the apartment complex, RFP?
Our proposals were due back on the apartment complex RFP on Friday last week, the 26th. We received one proposal back from Ironman Properties. And per the RFP, we are due to apply to that at our June meeting on the 6th. Last meeting, we did create a committee to review those proposals, so that's already in place. And we will be having an interview with Ironman on the 16th of May.
Okay. Any questions from board members about that? All right. Anything further?
That's all I got.
All righty. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is approval of claims for the month. We're pretty light on our claims, but we paid Reedy, I think 2 months worth last month. So we have an invoice from Veritas Group, $1,053.29. 2 different invoices from Stephen Legal Group, $135 and $330. The usual monthly invoice from Judy, our secretary, of $60, and our 5 municipal water and wastewater bills totaling $6.10. So for the month, our total claims are $1,584.39. Is there a motion to pay our bills? Thank you, Ken.
All right, go ahead.
Darrell seconded. Thank you. Any discussion? Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed? Motion carries 5-0. That takes us to the end of our agenda. Our next regularly scheduled meeting is Thursday, June 6th at 7 o'clock p.m. right here.
I will not be here for that meeting.
Okay. Any other comments? Thank you all for coming. Meeting's adjourned.